All right, everybody, good snowy and cold Friday morning to you. I'm forecaster Nick Dunn here live just before the 9 o'clock hour with an update for you on our winter storm that continues to impact the region this morning. We have brutally cold wind chills. In fact, right now, Springfield, it feels like minus 41 degrees. It is absolutely brutal. You do not want to be outside in those type of conditions this morning. For most of us, the snow has lightened up, as you can see on radar. We're still tracking some light to moderate snow across northeast Ohio, but the big story now is the wind and the cold. You just do not want to be outside this morning. Several counties are on snow emergencies and travel advisories and other alerts out there this morning. So you can see now the newest wind chill is just coming in. We'll take a look at that there in just a moment. I do want to show you our snow emergency map this morning. We have a slew of counties on a level 3 snow emergency, and this means that all roads are closed to pretty much everybody. You should not be out there driving this morning. So that's going to include Erie, Huron, Ottawa, Sandusky, Seneca, Wyandotte, Crawford, and Putnam counties in northern Ohio. And then back across the border in Indiana, we have Adams, Blackford, Jay, and Henry counties that are on a travel warning, which is the equivalent of a level 3 here in the Buckeye State. So in those handfuls of counties there, travel is not recommended, and you are subjecting yourself to arrest in Ohio if you are on the roads during a level 3 snow emergency. There are a slew of counties on a level 2 snow emergency in orange. I'm not going to name all of them, but as you can see, this gives it away that conditions are not very good this morning. Roads are snow covered. Roads are really just not worth risking your lives out there this morning. If you can, stay home. I know a lot of us have to go to work. Some of us are, we're kind of stuck no matter what. But I would really prefer for you to be on the safe side. So let's take a look at radar now this morning. Here in Columbus right now at my station, it is 7 below zero with a 23 below wind chill. I've seen that down into the minus 30s this morning, so it's brutally cold out there. Wind chills across the board this morning. Columbus minus 35, Dayton minus 35, Lima minus 38, Parkersburg, you're at 18 below zero this morning. Good morning to you. Zanesville, you're at 24 below this morning, and I'll zoom it in so you can see even just a few more of these out here. Lancaster's at 35 below. Wilmington's at 37 below. Fort Wayne is at 34 below zero, along with Findlay. Northeast Ohio, Ashtabula, the quote-unquote warm spot at 12 below. Cleveland's at 25 below, and right now Mansfield checking in at 30 degrees below zero wind chill. So we're still tracking some light snow, and even after the snow has ended, blowing snow is a major problem this morning across some of our central Ohio roadways and even other roadways across the state here as well. So let's pull up some of our traffic cameras. This is in Lima, and you can see blowing snow continuing. We have also some confirmations overnight in Findlay and in Cincinnati, and I also believe in Youngstown, of confirmed blizzard conditions. And remember, that means 35 mile per hour winds and a quarter mile visibility or worse for 3 consecutive hours, and that was met overnight in some locations. So we'll work to get an update on some of those for you, and we'll confirm where blizzard conditions actually took place overnight. So here's a look at Lima this morning, I-75 at US 30. As you can see, there's just one car on the road, Allen County, Ohio. You're on a level 1 snow emergency this morning. Again, we really do not recommend any kind of traveling out there whatsoever. Also checking in on I-75 here in Shelby County. If I can get these cameras to pull up here, these do not want to pull up. However, you can see lots of red on the roadways there on the ODOT traffic map, and this is really taking a long time to pull up, but there it is. You can see visibility is very poor off in the distance, and it looks like there could be a crash. This is at I-75 and State Route 274. I know it's very hard to see, but it looks like right here there could be a crash or an accident of some sort. You can also see the snow blowing across the road, even some drifting on the side of the road potentially here as well. So again, we just really do not recommend going outside this morning anywhere in our coverage area. Conditions are just not worth it out there. Let's take a look at the Toledo area real quick. Lucas County, you're on a level 2 snow emergency. Here's a look at I-75. See if I can get a bigger camera. There we go. Here's a look at 475. In US 24 this morning, you can see roadways are still very much covered with snow. There is still light snow falling in Toledo, so with that said, you're still seeing some of those reduced visibilities out there as well. We are also keeping a track again on all of these snow emergencies, and there have been a lot of them overnight. Claremont County just went to a level 2, so we'll work on getting that updated for you. So that's a look at the Toledo area this morning. Again, conditions are not very good. And the same can be said for Northeast Indiana. We'll check on them in just a few minutes here this morning. In and around Columbus, conditions also not very good. This is I-270 at US 62 on the southwest side. Very poor visibility. My neighborhood roads have just now for the first time been plowed, and the blowing snow is already blowing them right back over. So road crews are going to have a very tough time today keeping up with the roads themselves. It's very cold, so road salt is ineffective with these below zero temperatures out here this morning. And then you add in the fact that we're having conditions that look like this on the roadways. You can see lanes are not very clear to see. Franklin County is on a level 2 snow emergency, so travel is only recommended if it is absolutely necessary. And then we can kind of take a look out here to the southeast side of Franklin County as well. Here's 270 at Lockbourne Road. Again, you can see now here there are a couple lanes that are visibly marked and you can actually see them. But again, travel is just certainly not recommended this morning. Very strong winds, poor visibility, and that will be with us through the entire day. Down into southeast Ohio, here's a look at Washington County. You're on a level 1 snow emergency. Conditions not nearly as bad in Washington County. Roadways are a little clearer and a little bit easier to kind of see what's going on. But again, it's still just not recommended for. I do want to pull up a couple of our Indiana traffic cameras as well to kind of give you an update on how conditions are across northeast Indiana this morning. So here is a look at 469 and I-69 on the southwest side in Allen County, where they're currently under a travel advisory. And as you can see here, you can see a couple lanes are clear, but there's still some snow across the road. Even off in the distance, we are still seeing some of that blowing snow continuing. So visibility is still not very great out there this morning as we are now coming up on the top of the hour here at 9 o'clock. So again, conditions not very good out there this morning. We don't recommend you driving. And obviously it's very cold, so if you have to be outside, be sure that you are bundled up multiple layers, and that includes make sure at least one of those layers is insulating to keep you as warm as possible. So that's a look at the Fort Wayne area. Let's take you down into Grant County this morning. Again, very poor visibility off in the distance here. This is a look at I-69 and State Route 18 in northeast Indiana. Again, you can see lanes themselves don't look too bad, but visibility off in the distance with the widespread blowing snow, not very good out there. I've seen a couple spots this morning, drifts approaching 6 to 12 inches in some locations. Snowfall totals themselves are going to be really hard to verify, just given the fact that we have these different conditions going on out there this morning. So that's kind of where things are. Also looking at some of the wind chill reports that have come in. Also getting some reports this morning of almost 5 inches of snow in Franklin County. It appears to be the confirmed measurement at John Glenn International. So that's right within our forecast for the Columbus area of 3 to 5 inches. Checking in this morning as well. Looks like Mansfield's at 2 inches. Wilmington looks like they're at about 2 inches as well. Cincinnati a little over 5 inches. So again, we went a little bit higher on snowfall totals late yesterday, and that appears to have verified very well for us. Let's take you back now to our levels that we currently have in place. Again, I do stress that we currently have Claremont County is on a level 2 snow emergency, so that's the only change that you don't see on the map here this morning, but I'll get that populated real quick here for you so you can see that. So again, that's what we are currently tracking here this morning. Again, several counties still on a level 3 snow emergency this morning, and we're going to continue to keep a very close eye on all these things for you. Again, really, if you can, stay home. We have seen numerous gusts of upwards of 50 miles per hour. In fact, let's go over to radar real quick, because there was a report that I am just now seeing here out of the Cleveland area. There are trees and wires down, and there was also, let's see if I can find it again, at a buoy station in Fairport Harbor of 74 mile per hour gusts and a 71 mile per hour gust in Conneaut, Ohio, there in Ashtabula County. So again, just downright dangerous conditions out there this morning. Toledo also checking with the gusts approaching 60 miles per hour. So that's kind of where things stand for right now. Again, we would really just recommend you stay home today, stay indoors, stay warm. If you really have to be outside, I know you may want to shovel and clear the driveway. If you don't have to go anywhere today, don't. Hopefully you have enough food and things of that nature to stay indoors today. It'll be a great day to watch some Christmas movies, play some board games, and things of that nature. So we're going to continue to get some fresh updates for you. We'll come back on here a little bit closer to 10 o'clock or somewhere in that ballpark with more updates here on Facebook and YouTube. I'm forecaster Nick Dunn reporting. Stay safe out there, please, and stay warm. Thank you.